Steps back onto the mound. Tucks the baseball in his right hand, now into the glove. The windup, the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side. Castro's got it, spins, throws, he got it. A perfect game for Roy Halladay. Halladay is mobbed at the mound as the Phillies celebrate perfection. Called by Scott Fransky, the Phillies radio announcer, this is definitely one of the high points in Roy Halladay's career. When he was traded here in December 2009, I knew he was something special, but I never knew he would be that good. As a catcher, I realized what kind of stress pitchers put themselves under, and I know what kind of shape they have to keep themselves in. So seeing this really inspired me. The reasons I chose Roy Halladay are because of his drive, his charity, and his ability. Considered an elite pitcher, Roy Halladay could be thought by some to be flashy, arrogant. But that's not the kind of person Roy Halladay is. When Roy was young, he adapted quickly to baseball, and he threw with a hard ball at just 3 years old. As he matured, he let his emotions get the best of him at times, but when he controlled his emotions, he had complete control. Even though he knew that the chances were slim he could be a major league player, Roy Halladay was determined nevertheless to get to the highest level. And even when it was cold in Denver where he would practice inside, where he had a mound in his basement, and he would lift weights to stay in shape for the next season. In middle school, Roy Halladay met scout Bus Campbell. Campbell worked with Halladay on his pitching, and he worked with him by signing him up for cross country to make sure that he would develop stamina to be ready. This paid off in the long run, for Halladay won multiple league and state awards as part of his high school career. After high school, Campbell convinced the Toronto Blue Jays to draft Roy Halladay, and he did so. He joined them in 1995, and in 1998 he made his major league debut. However, this is Roy Halladay at the beginning of his career. However, as things looked bright, he suddenly had a downfall. Roy Halladay gave up many hits and many runs in the year 2000 and was sent all the way back to the lowest level of the minor leagues. However, just because he dropped down doesn't mean he couldn't rebound. In 2003, Roy Halladay won the 2003 Cy Young Award for the best pitcher. This is Roy when he was on the Blue Jays as well, but later in his career there, and he joined the Phillies last year, and these are just some pictures of that. Although Roy is known for his pitching abilities, something that a lot of people don't know about him is that he's also a very charitable person. He's contributed to many organizations, including the Jays Care Foundation, which is an organization that helps kids in the Toronto area by making sure they keep their grades up and stay active every day. He voluntarily donated $100,000 to them every year as part of his contract. This is a picture of their logo. Something else Roy Halladay did, though, as part of being a Blue Jay, was he created his own charity called Doc's Box for Kids. It was created when he was on them, and he bought box seats for kids at the local hospital. And he had the kids sit in those seats in luxury so they wouldn't have to worry about their sickness. However, what's more amazing is that when he was traded, he continued this charity by inviting local charities and communities, or local groups in the community, to sit in sweet seats. As part of his charity actions, he was nominated by the Blue Jays multiple times for the Roberto Clemente Award, which is an award given to the most charitable player in baseball every year. This is a picture of him with community people. Roy Halladay has won several awards during his career. Among them is the American League Cy Young Award in 2003, which I previously stated. Another highlight of his is that when he was traded to Philadelphia, within their second month of being here, he's still adapting. He pitched a perfect game, meaning that he didn't allow hits, walks, or errors. As part of that, he bought rings for all of his teammates as part of his gratitude. Later in the year, in his first ever postseason start, Roy Halladay pitched a no-hitter, which is the second ever in the postseason. Here is listed the scoreboard from that game, which took place on October 6, 2010. As a result of his actions in 2010, Roy Halladay was unanimously voted to receive the 2010 National League Cy Young Award, meaning he's won both American League and National League honors in pitching. Roy Halladay was my choice of nominee because he has motivation, generosity, and he's also a very able player. He aspired to become the best, and he still dreams of being the best, and he works to that every day. He is the epitome of a fantastic baseball player, and all things considered, perfection has a new meaning. Roy Halladay. Thank you.